Whoa! Alright, I got it. So there was some music playing during my walk back. Nothing eventful happened. Just me being sad that I let the gobbledygooks get me.
Folks will be real grateful for your sacrifice.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
True. True. I'm kinda happy now. I just realized we can play with that. What? I thought that was how you did it. Okay, I guess I did it wrong.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified.
Hold it.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
This ain't it.
Alright, so we have one package due here. Yep.
Back, are you? Delivery's in damn fine shape.
Okay. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape.
See you around.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Ah, a supply request. Up for taking care of it? Thanks, Sam. We could use more people like you.
I'm gonna do that because it doesn't look Doesn't look too difficult. So wait, what is this? I don't really care about that one. I can do this too, I guess. Yes, we're not gonna be on foot. Hee hee. Oh Lord. 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 Can I take the medals off my back, or? Damn. Well, alright. Yeah. Alright, so all we're really trying to do is get this out to the motorcycle. We're halfway there.
Sam, he's our man. Folks will be real grateful for your sacrifice.
Damn. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta get this thing charged.
Now then.
Construction complete.
How exciting.
Okay. Wonder if anyone's watching.
That was such a small rock. So I will say driving this is super fun, but it's kind of pissing me off at the same time. They're not catching up to me. You suck, son. Oh god! What do I do? Fight me. Come here, bitch. Wah, cha, cha, wah. You got a friend, eh? Come here, bitch. Wah. You too? We gotta get out of here. I just ran over that guy. Well, that could have gone a lot worse than it did.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Oh. I'm just gonna turn in everything I can for right now, then I'll go back and get all the rest of it. Cool.
Delivering cargo.
I'm so glad you're here. You always take such good care of our cargo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Parameters updated. Time limit set.
Alright, well, we're gonna make it there.
Restrictions lifted.
Okay, here you go, Speed Demon.
Oh my god. So I have 45 minutes to make it all the way to the big city, right? I figure if I use the bike, I'll make it there on time. If I stay on the road, it's...
What can't you do?
Come on. Fuck 'em. You got this. No, 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 no. You got this. Woohoo! This thing's about to explode on me, but I can do it. We're gonna make it. I'm not dealing with no ghost right now. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best choice right then. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best. Okay, maybe that was a mistake. Oh, okay, there's a path over here. We're right here, you made it. Come on, Trike, you did it.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Welcome to Capital Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
I wonder if there's like a little place to repair my car down here.
Battery
Parking.
low. Please charge vehicle.
It says parking.
Okay.
That's right. Whew. Oh, okay.
Sam,
Yep.
first deliver your cargo, then you can take on new requests.
Okay. Look at all that. Hey. Hey, we did it.
Thanks for the delivery.
You're welcome.
Lightning quick as always.
New interviews. Interesting.
Hey, I got something for you.
Really? Cool. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care.
That's a
Good
good
work.
reward.
New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Yeah, so...
Sam, I received word from Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon. Prototypes of her design form a part of your next shipment. A delivery of relief supplies for the people of Port Knot City. Port Knot City is a fair distance from BT territory, but the weapons should come in handy if any stray too close. They'll also provide people with the means to defend themselves when traveling outside the city limits. The shipment also includes a variety of medicines, as well as human sperm and egg samples. These specimens are essential for maintaining genetic diversity as they were donated by civilians living outside the major population centers. By taking advantage of chiralium's temporal properties, we can ensure they remain viable for as long as required. After the shipment's been processed, connect the Cupid. Now
Okay.
once that's done, the entire region will be integrated into the chiral network.
Alright.
Afterwards, you'll be
That's
pushing
good.
on to Lake Knot City. So we've included relief supplies for the people there as well. Of course, to get there, you'll need to cross over the lake in between. Details on that will be in a second order you'll need to accept then. Without a doubt, this will be your longest run for us to date.
Not
Make sure
doing
you've
that
got
yet.
everything you need.
Yeah, that's a little while away. We're gonna wait on that. Alright. Okay. So what do you store
Storing
it and it
vehicle.
gets fixed or what? Okay, yeah, it got repaired. That's awesome. Alright. Let's see if we can do anything cool to it, like change its color or something. Oh, that's so sick though. That's so sick though. That's so cool. Alright. Let's read a little bit. Nick Eaton sent me something about cargo quantity and porter grades. How are your porter grades these days? Just as much stuff as you can. You always want to load yourself up with a massive haul. Aim for a bridges bonus and a total cargo weight. Nothing wrong with the simple approach. Of course, in the good old days it was easier. Roads were much better, so all you had to do was chuck all your stuff on the back of a truck and go for a drive. Can't do that now though, even if you've got a truck. They're usually more trouble than they're worth. Hell, sometimes you see them just sitting on the side of the road, locked and abandoned. Anyway, on the bright side, since lugging big loads of cargo is so hard, folks are really grateful when a porter manages it, hence the bonuses. Here at the distro center, for example, we have to make sure we got plenty of food and materials in stock, which means we have to make sure make every delivery count. I dread to think what would happen if we ran out of supplies. Well, I've said my piece. Keep doing what I'm doing already. Okay. Jake Wind from the Wind Farm. Dear Sam, I wonder where you are right now, if it's somewhere powered by our wind farm. If anyone should be benefited from our work, it's you. Until you brought us into the network, we could only provide power to a small region. Now we can send it to all the big cities and beyond. I'm still not 100% on the details, but basically transmitting it via the beach means we don't suffer any additional loss due to increased distances, so we can go as far as we need it to. Good thing we kept the faith in the second expedition and kept this place properly maintained. You made our efforts worthwhile. We can't thank you enough. People are so nice. It is like the end of the world after all, and we're all struggling to like maintain, so I get it. I'm about to sneeze. It went away. Okay. Alright, so we read this before. We're gonna read Egyptian mummies, pyramids, etc. From the Heartman. At what point can it be said that man truly understood what it meant to die? It would seem reasonable to suggest that it was when he began to bury his dead, a practice which originated with the Neanderthals. Neanderthals are cavemen, some of the original men that roamed the world, just in case you weren't aware of that. In a way, one might say that our growing understanding of death drove our development as a species. Our fear of it, our attempts to conquer it. Why, it could be argued our whole entire history revolves around these obsessions. Take the great pyramids of Egypt or the tombs of the ancient emperors of China. The more powerful the person, the bigger and grander their final resting place. Or to pose a more radical theory, could the very concepts of power and society themselves have emerged solely to facilitate the creation of such monuments, such challenges to the finality of death? Either way, in leaving behind something they hope might endure through the ages, the builders of these edifices believed that they might too live on forever. The mummies of the Egyptians are another means by which man sought to fulfill this desire to escape the finality of death. They were created that the spiritual self, the Ka, would have a physical vessel, or Ha, to which it could return. The Sokushinbutsu, or mummified monks of Buddhism, are similar in this respect. However, the monks in question aim to transition straight from life to Buddhahood, in other words, to forgo death altogether. But now that the beach has brought us into direct contact with the world beyond, our relationship with death must further evolve. The next stage in our understanding is upon us. Very interesting. So, actually the Sokushin Butsu were in Sekiro. That was kind of cool. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I actually know what that is, surprisingly. We'll read these two. The corals of the seam. Life began in the oceans, and as it evolved, it graduated to the land. At least this is what was believed until recently. To creatures of the sea, the land is a harsh and unforgiving place. Given this, what could possibly have compelled these organisms to make such a drastic transition? Consider that fossils of the first fish to adapt themselves to land have been found in regions with unusually large tidal range. Interesting. Could it be that these creatures developed legs in order to more swiftly return to the safety of the sea when stranded? I gotta read that again. I gotta absorb that a little better. Consider that fossils of the first fish to adapt themselves to land have been found in regions with unusually large tidal range. So tidal range is like the waves sweeping things in the water onto the shore. Could it be that the creatures that were swept onto the shore developed legs in order to more swiftly return to the safety of the sea when stranded? So this man's proposing that, say I lived in the water. During high tide, I was brought in really far onto the land, and then during low tide, I grew legs in order to get back to the water over time. Could their evolutionary leap have been triggered by this traumatic experience? I don't know about that. That's close to how evolution works, but it seems a little off. If so, could similar circumstances have shaped the evolution of the coral-like organisms that inhabit the seam, and driven them to develop an ability to live between life and death, between time and timelessness? Coral is, after all, older than any organism of the land, and hardly enough to have weathered the mass extinction of 540 million years ago. And it is a life form upon which many other organisms rely for survival. Bearing all this in mind, one could argue that the ability to survive in the seam is indicative of a profound evolutionary leap. Yeah. Yeah, that's like the only thing Hartman said so far that I'm like, I don't know, bud, but... He's not making bad points, they're just kind of not solid. All this Egyptian stuff, it's based on history and real information. Evolution is science, it's a proven thing, but he's sort of, I don't know, reaching just a tad. The chiral network 1. So the core infrastructure is complete. The basic Cupid-ready chiral network setup is good to go. Now all we have to do is connect Central Knot City to Capital and prove that it actually works. Sadly, I won't be there to see it. I've been assigned to the expedition team's second group, so I'll be heading west with the others. So this was 3 years ago. But the people in charge here are the best of the best. They'll have the network operational inside of 3 years, just as planned, I'm sure of it. And while they're seeing to that, we'll be visiting towns and whatnot across the country and putting the facilities in place for when things are finally up and running. Emil and the others in the lead group will be forging the connections and laying the groundwork to make sure everything goes to plan. Afterwards, we'll just need to link it all up with the operational Cupids, and that should be that. Heh, it's kinda like the Apollo missions back in the day. They used a 3-stage rocket to get to the moon, right? Well, we're using a 3-stage process to do something almost as revolutionary. Good point. Here's something from Fragile. I kind of miss Fragile. I miss Fragile, though. We haven't talked to her in a while. We call these bugs cryptobiotes. They were recorded in reference books and databases back before the Death Stranding, but nobody ever thought to give them a proper classification, so cryptobiotes they stayed. They're named for the process of cryptobiosis, which means hidden life. When environmental conditions get too harsh or resources too scarce, cryptobiotes can shut down their metabolic processes and enter an almost death-like state in order to survive. Tardigrades and sleeping chironomids are capable of this too, but cryptobiotes are on a whole other level. They can survive anything and anywhere, even on the beach or in the seam, and they aren't capable of prolonging only their own lives. Humans who eat them acquire limited resistance to timefall too. That's okay. Interesting, so that's what they do. You won't find them laying around just anywhere, though. You need to know where to look. Not many people even knew they existed until recently, so next to no research has been done. But now that their beneficial properties have been recognized, I'm willing to bet they'll play an important role in helping us understand the beach, the Death Stranding, and everything else. Alright, so we have one note left. We've actually done a really good job of keeping up and reading all of these. I hope you guys don't mind me doing that. I'm surprised with how interesting those notes actually are. Yeah, we going down. We're gonna go chill in our room and clean up for a minute, because he looks disgusting. Plus baby's not doing too good. We need to hook up BB and calm him down a bit.
Good morning, Sam.
And as is customary, we'll check on baby and the episode will end.